Yes, people, back again Monday night, and it's the Parliament. We're a 3-member short this evening, which is probably doing us a little bit of favour on some of them, and I won't name who I'm talking about, but we're going to run it. We'll start with Jack. How was your weekend, my friend? You good?
Yeah, it's good. Went over to Portugal to go and celebrate the world's most mocking season with the Benfica fans. Full time whistle went. Everyone went home. So yeah, not lost a game all season, but counts for fuck all, does it?
There you go. The Invincibles.
Oh,
aren't even in the Champions League. So, hello, Samir.
Hello.
I wasn't expecting you to be here this evening.
I thought about it.
I didn't at you in the group or anything. I thought, he's going to be watching the game. He's not going to come along.
You know what it is? I thought because John's game was ahead of us last week, so I was thinking, I was hoping John went on. So he's not on, so that's all right. I'm ahead of both of you.
No, unfortunately, John is stuck doing some work stuff this evening. Will not be with us, but he is in the background somewhere listening along. So
can't get out of his outfit, can he?
Yeah,
he is stuck as Penguin Man and doesn't want to show his face.
He can't log on. He's got flippers, and he's like, I can't get on my computer.
He's trying to write his little menu for the packed lunch to play off final.
But I think he is sort of doing work stuff, as I like to say. John's first comment of the evening may give away what his work stuff potentially is.
Oh, fuck's sake.
So yes, he is currently hiding behind a tree somewhere in Hull. Stocky, we get to you. How was your weekend? I know this isn't going to be great, but hey,
no, it's good and bad, mate. Good and bad.
Oh, okay.
The bad bit was, obviously, tensions were higher in my household yesterday with my lovely partner doing her best to avoid me. But seeing as I own a 1-bedroom flat, it was quite difficult. But on the bright side, really looking forward to doing our Football League show next year on the Owls. We've got a lot of contributors for that now.
Yes.
Hey, don't give up yet. Don't give up yet.
Hey, you know what? It actually could be either level or outweighed with Championship teams to Premier League teams next season.
Oh, yeah.
We've got a full complement.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, as we all aim to get that golden EFL trophy, Samir.
Hey, do you know what? Before we actually get into the show, talking of golden trophies, I've had a few Arsenal fans try and say there should be a golden Champions League trophy.
Yeah, I know about that.
A golden trophy for a cup competition. Are you crazy? What's happening?
Yeah, I saw some fans basically saying, obviously, because United did it and a few other teans have done it.
Yeah,
it's happened about 8 times. It's not.
Yeah,
it's not
they've
even
won the
rare.
whole competition undefeated. I think it's because they said it's because it's a new format for some shit.
Yeah, but the Champions League has always had a league format, and it's happened about maybe 6 times, I think, off the top of my head.
Yeah.
Since it's been the Champions League, and they've never given out a gold trophy, so there's no reason to start right now.
You're not. How many games in total for Champions League? I don't want a gold trophy for that.
It's got to be 16, 15. Yeah. It's got to be an odd number because it's 8 and then the knockout. So 15 maybe.
Usually in the cup
compared to 38 games, like you don't want gold for that. Like, come on, let's be real.
Usually, like in a cup competition, the reward is the cup.
Yeah, that's it. That is it.
Exactly. And imagine when people used to win it when it was actually champions in it as well. God, crazy talk.
Crazy. Oh, yeah. When it was actually teams that were all champions in the Champions League. Imagine that.
Imagine how good that done 15 times before.
There you go. I was miles off. Is that the European Cup and the Champions League?
Yeah. And also, it's been done 4 times twice with 4 different. So four different teams have done it twice.
back-to-back wins, isn't it? We can see.
Tell you what, though, I would have lost a lot of money guessing who definitely was in it.
I was going to say the best one I know off the top of my head. I think Marseille done it in '92, didn't they? In the first year of the Champions League.
It's incredible knowledge, but that was 93, so unfortunately 0 points.
0 points.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm used to that. It's happening on a weekly basis.
Hey, I'm loving this. Before we get into the meat and gravy of the show, let's see how many of these we can actually
1 year.
get. So I'm going Ajax, which is 96, is it?
95, so 0 points again, unfortunately.
As they've won it like 15
Ajax won it
times.
twice. Ajax have done it twice, sorry, yeah.
As they've won it 15 times, can I check out Real Madrid?
Yeah,
Well, there you go, mate. You've lost your dough, lad. Never.
Yeah.
Never done it. That's what I meant. I would have.
That's the only team I can think of right now that's done it back to back. No, like
Yeah.
one Champions League
Oh, didn't they do it back to back to
back.
back?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so Real aren't in there.
They're not in there now. And I would have really been.
Wait, this is obviously fake. I can't think of anyone
I
else.
remember.
So who's won it back to back?
Wait, so surely you're looking at an Inter Milan?
No, I don't think they've won it back to back.
No, not back to back, without losing a game.
Yeah, they did it, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, I was thinking back to back. I was thinking United.
Yeah, United have done it twice.
Yeah, United done it in 99. United did it.
Sorry, lads. Just breaking news. Shock horror. Trossard is being a bitch currently in the Arsenal game. Just because someone had the cheek to tackle an Arsenal player, so he's going around shoving people.
That doesn't surprise me.
What about let's just pick the random teams? Red Star Belgrade.
Bloody good tackle.
Yeah.
To be fair.
Yeah, Red Star did it.
I know you like your Eastern Europeans, Jack. Preferably ones that can kick the fuck out of competition.
Just to let you all know as well, Bolton were actually the first English team to ever win at Red Star Belgrade.
Oh, nice.
There you go.
Nice.
I love stats like that. That is fantastic work.
That's a big one.
Benfica?
No.
No. Oh.
Juve? No, Juve.
You're missing.
Yeah.
There's some big ones.
Closest club to my house. Closest club to my house.
Man City.
No.
Yes, it's probably equidistant actually. United, but both of them. Yeah, City did it in 2023.
Has anyone said Munich? Munchen?
No.
Yeah. I think looking at this, they've done the coolest version of it, which was 2020, which was straight up 11 wins, no draws.
Oh.
See, now
in fact, I'll rephrase that. They are the only team ever in any version to have done 11 wins.
So if there was ever going to be a gold trophy for this, that's it there.
Yeah.
Straight wins, no draws, W column all the way. And I bet you they scored a bag load of goals as well.
Well, it's clearly what they just fucking do, innit? But then they'll look back at that and go, God, did we only score that many in this season? Like, I mean, every season in history now pales in comparison, doesn't it? Quite literally.
Jones shoving in. We've got Barca, Porto. I don't think Porto did it. I think Porto lost somewhere along the line. The only other one that I don't think is massively obvious is Nottingham Forest from the top of my head, who I think are in there. I think all the others are big names, isn't they?
Nice.
They did.
I think we went the whole way through without losing, but we obviously lost in the final. But...
Yeah.
Wow, is that the worst way anyone's...
You can't join this competition. You haven't won the competition.
Yeah.
That's peak Arsenal. Squeezing himself into a conversation they don't qualify.
I remember
the powerhouses. I mean, James, I would say you're very close with one of your guesses with it. One of your correct guesses.
AC.
Yeah.
I said AC.
But AC did the shittest version of it. Oh, did you? Sorry, apologies. But AC did the shittest version of it, which is in 1994. They got 4 wins and 4 draws. So, I mean...
Jesus, it's not rough. They won it with... There was 8 games and they won it.
They won the Champions League with a 50% win record. No, sorry. Actually, I'll rephrase that. I think it sounds better actually if you say they won the Champions League, the league by winning 4 games.
Oh yeah,
that is crazy. To be fair,
Some fuckers won 4 games and still didn't get automatic qualification this year round. They actually did that, didn't they? Some teams.
Yeah. We won 4 group games and had to play a playoff.
Yeah.
It's tough nowadays, to be fair.
Hey, one of those things. Right, let's get into the show. I want to talk about VAR as the image shows from the thumbnail and the inconsistencies we seem to be seeing at the minute. So I'm going to start with this image. I got too excited by what we were doing just then, so I forgot to even bring the images up in a minute. So we're going to start here. Squawker have put together this little table of the table how it would be right now without the VAR errors that have happened in the league this season.
May I ask how that's quantified?
I believe it is from the KMI panel system, but I can't say 100% on that. So Squawker have got a website, which if anybody wants it, once I can figure out where the hell it is, if anybody wants it now, that at the bottom of the screen, if you want to look at this, it's got every single thing that they've labeled as an error across the season on the website.
So we would be 3 point less.
So you would be
3 point 79 right now. So
by the way,
everyone said we're VAR. We're VAR. We what 3 points? And I want to know what game that was.
That's impossible. I'm not agreeing with that West Ham tally. I've got lots of examples to moan about.
And then
I can't think of too many. The biggest one for us is the West Ham one.
United.
No, it is
Man City when Gabriel basically headbutted Haaland.
Yeah, but that's not 3 points taken off, is it?
Yeah, but it directly would have directly. In fact, you could probably take more points off because it directly affects that game, and then it directly affects the following 3 games after as well.
Oh, because he's playing. Yeah. All right, I hear what you're saying.
So stuff like that can't really be quantified in points. Now this table shows the errors that have gone for and the errors that have gone against each team in the league based on the way they've did it. I don't know how they've quantified it. Let me see.
I honestly don't know. This is flipping weird.
That's bollocks because there was a message that West Ham had 2 penalties disallowed wrongfully on bloody game week 35. So maybe there's a certain key to the metric that we don't know.
Again.
I actually know what it is. So
I think this is done by polls, to be honest.
Yeah.
So this is probably very, very slow.
West Ham supporters are too busy going out getting pissed and being angry to vote in polls. That's why Liverpool are top. Man United. I'm surprised Arsenal ain't there. They're keyboard warriors. Then again, they got all the decisions their way. So,
I mean, by the table, it doesn't show that. So,
well, to be fair, you're 6th. You're 6th best off by the looks of this, or is it the other way around?
There's a balance, though, isn't it? We've got 7 errors for and 5 against. It's not like too far off.
Okay, right. Let's get into some of these actual decisions then, because recently it's been very inconsistent. I feel. In fact, I can't remember where I saved everything. Let's start with. So, this one, last week, while we was on the show, this happened. I think everybody in here fully agreed that is a penalty kick. You've kicked someone in the head. It's a penalty kick. I don't know how you get around that decision to any other conclusion. But earlier on in the season, we had this situation. Which is pretty much exactly the same, apart from, I think that's Jorginho Ruta, makes a slight contact with the ball. But he's still kicking Mavropanos in the head. And this decision did not go West Ham's way.
I think the slight contact with the ball makes...
It doesn't make any difference. You've kicked someone in the head. It's dangerous play.
Plus also, what it is, Mavropanos won that header. So he may have got a slight touch of the ball, but Mavropanos has won the header and still got kicked in the head. And it weren't given.
And this led to a Brighton goal, right?
Yeah.
So this situation here is that's happened. Brighton have gone on and scored directly after this, and they have not ruled it out for dangerous play.
Yeah.
So these are the things that get frustrating, because in theory they're exactly the same decision, but one goes one way, one goes the other way. And regardless of the contact on the head, regardless of the touch of the ball, if you don't win that ball clean, if Mavropanos doesn't jump for the header, it's fine. But as soon as Mavropanos jumps for the header and gets near to winning that header, it's high foot. So it should be brought back for a free kick regardless.
It's awfully strange because the amount of ones that are given when there's no contact, you know, when players just pretend to dip their head in to get the free kick and they get it, yet being actually kicked in the head weren't given. It's and I don't think it was looked at very much either. And I kind of brought this up in the group chat the other day, and I will end up saying it for so many. Referees are bad across the board. It's just whether or not your club's lucky enough for them to look 17 times before they find what they want.
But in this instance, but are you including referees in the VAR room as well?
Yes.
Because I was about to say, including that instance, I think that's VAR.
Because that's not even
referees in the VAR room included.
Portugal winning the Euros. They drew every single game. I think that's got to be in and around sort of the early 2000s, isn't it? Was that 2000?
No, 2000.
Or was it 2000? Bang on.
2004. Oh no, wait, that was Greece, no?
Yeah, it must have been 2004, surely.
Yeah, that was Greece. Did he say Portugal?
No, Portugal did it as well, didn't they? When Thingy got the late winner.
In that was 2020. No, when was that?
Greece went in 2004.
Yeah, but Portugal, they didn't win. Wait, what? They didn't win.
Portugal won a Euros. I can't remember which.
Yeah, they did,
but I'm pretty sure they drew like every game in 90 minutes. Like
that's on that butterfly land.
That was Greece. That was Greece. He's talking about Greece. I'm sure Greece.
No, I think Greece won at least one game.
Old Stelios. It all comes back to Bolton every conversation, doesn't it?
all of a sudden reverts back round. So, as much as I quite like VAR as a concept, and the way you get less wrong decisions in the league now, but there is still some pretty massive decisions that the officials that are managing the system get wrong. And that's the problem with VAR. So it's a case of, do you just let the guy on the pitch get it wrong when he gets it wrong, which I think is a bonkers thing to do, because you'd see so many offside goals given when they shouldn't be given. But how do you even improve things in these situations then?
Well, I feel personally, I honestly feel like with these referees, it's almost like they don't look back at certain things. It's like they've done their job and they move on. It's not like they all sit in a room and look back at individual things that's going on that week, like what people are talking about. Because like it's almost like you should all be in a room and look at one incident and be like, okay, cool, I can't do this next week. This is pretty much a disallowed goal the week after. But it's almost like you're seeing the same things week in, week out, and it's different. Obviously, different referees and different VARs. They're not sitting in a room. This is what I feel like. I don't feel like they're sitting in a room all together on like a Monday or something and saying, "Oh yeah, this has gone on. So let's kick it out the week after." It's like the same things are happening week in, week out, and it's just like that's how I personally feel.
Apparently, they do, Samir.
Yeah.
It's true. The reason, Journey, mate. So I was listening to let's get back to Bolton again. I was listening to Big Sam's podcast, the only one I would have, of course, listened to other than ours, from last week. And so it was after the West Ham Arsenal game, and Natalie Pike, who's on there, she's very good, to be fair, quite impressive. And she was that they were talking about the fact that somebody had been on TalkSport, Howard Webb, I think it was, or someone no, it wasn't Howard, but someone else came on, and they actually said pretty much exactly what you just said, Samir, that actually they do get it behind closed doors, because the issue at the moment is none of them are breaking rank, are they? No referee, ex, current, relatively recent, none of them are coming out and saying, this is a load of shit. That's wrong. This is wrong. They're all sort of pretty much holding the line, aren't they? As a generalization. And one of them came on and said, every week we get behind closed doors and we talk about what's happened and how we adapt that moving forward. And the words of Big Sam, he went, what a load of crap. Exact words he said, what a load of crap. Because we're not seeing that, are we?
No.
There's no evidence of that, is there?
And it feels like they're not doing that at all. Like that's the way it looks like to me. I don't feel like they're getting in a circle and they're thinking about, oh yeah, this is what we got wrong. We can't do this week after.
And Kevin Nolan was on the podcast, obviously ex West Ham and ex Bolton, and his point was that the refereeing has just changed now, that the referees got this safety net behind them of VAR. You know, even in his era, you know, Nolan's era, the referees had something about them. They had conviction, you know, in what they were doing. And he said, you know, at the very least, when you're on the pitch, you'd see these refs, and you wouldn't agree with it. You wouldn't agree with it 9 times out of 10. But the guy that he had conviction they had a conviction in their actions, and that would soften it. Like in any stance, in a personal situation or work scenario, if you can be angry at someone when they're at least trying to make a decision, and James knows, by God, I am. It's just that the decisions are usually wrong, not from yourself. But what's funny is, right, listening to that podcast, that was Sunday, and I was flying the exact time the United game was on, right? So the main point on it, and they were using Jared Bowen's post-Arsenal interview, which I think was actually quite balanced, in all honesty, to be honest with you, between Arsenal and West Ham. I think he was quite balanced about it. But his point is, if it's not clear and fucking obvious, you can't do either way. You can't overturn something, or you can't get in someone's head, because that's called, let's have it right. It can't get in someone's head. And in the same conversation, they were talking about the number of times people have gone to the monitor and overturned it. That Natalie Pike said that there's only been like 2 occasions.
Yeah.
And so they've gone, no, I don't agree with you. But by all accounts, when I was flying, did that happen in the United Nottingham game?
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what
I'm
you're talking about Sunday. So this is obviously before the United game. So there's 2. So obviously adding United, that's 3 now.
Yeah, no, so I'm listening to that as this game is being played. But I mean, I have no idea.
Yeah. So now this happened 3 times, and one of those is clearly wrong. Like, the referee has been told, have a look at this. I think you've got this wrong. And he's gone, nah, I haven't got this wrong. I'm letting that stand. And now they've come out after the game and said, nah, bro, you was wrong. We told you was wrong. What are you doing?
So this is my point. So this is what I'm saying. So whilst this is happening, as I have no idea, listening to that podcast, I'm thinking, you know, the whole point about the clear and obvious is correct, right? So you've got to bin off that whole clear and obvious aspect. I don't know if you put a time limit on, but then whilst I'm thinking that's the way to go, this happens and it still is allowed. So how do you, like, and everyone on Twitter, so one thing, everyone on Twitter, because I didn't know about this yet. I didn't even see this yesterday. I've only saw it today. I've seen people saying on it, it's subjective. Well, how is this subjective? It's not. It's just not.
Yeah, there's nothing subjective about this. I've seen a couple of Man United fans trying to justify it. One who's quite big in the YouTube football community. And I just think it's absolutely shameless to try and defend this, covering it around that if it deflects off your body and then hits your arm, it shouldn't be handball because it's accidental. But this isn't a deflection. It's a poor touch, which he then rectifies by squashing the ball between his body and his arm, which is basically catching it and then swivel to take a shot. So for this not to be handball,
How you?
I just don't see how anybody gets to the decision that this is not handball.
And imagine if you run up to the ref going, "That's a fucking terrible decision. He's handballed it," and then he gives you a second yellow card and you're sent off.
Yeah,
because you would argue that regardless.
Well, yeah, but so the reason I saw it is it was just before we actually joined this. It was Henry Winter, who I actually like. He's tweeted about it about an hour ago, saying little consolation to Nottingham Forest, but at least PGML has acknowledged the referee was wrong. Well, I mean, duh, but yeah. And then it goes on, and then it ends with fortunately there was nothing riding on the game. Well, there's £1 million a place in the Premier League, isn't there?
Something like that. It might actually be more.
Guys, honestly, for me, explain the whole going to the screen stuff. Because if they're in VAR and they know for sure this is a handball and they're telling the referee this is a handball, why can't the referee just call? I know there's probably
because technically it's subjective. So they don't want to re-referee the game. So calls like this, they will always send them to the screen. Offsides, no, unless the offside involves impeding the sight of the goalkeeper, rather than actually getting involved in the play. That's the only time the referee will get sent to the screen for an offside. So stuff like this and pretty much any other decision, the referee will get sent there, apart from if someone basically slam dunks it in the net, because that is clearly a handball, or offside.
But I also think that impeding I can't be articulating what it is. The blocking the keeper's vision. I actually think that's arguably the most subjective you could get, because I watch some of them and think, on the basis of what they're doing, I think that's wrong, and then a goal's given. I'm like, well, it's just it just seems to change like that. How the hell do you know? That seems to be up in the air as well. But I just feel that it was meant to be clear. I mean, clear and obvious error was the tagline, right? Wasn't it? Wasn't that the whole thing of VAR?
That's out the window.
Completely the opposite.
I'll be real. That's out the window.
That's completely the opposite. Now we'll just depending on how many people can fucking get on our backs, we'll just keep looking till we find something. That's all it is now. You just have to hope your side's popular enough for them to look at it more times than they don't. Because that's all it is. You can look at any decision and find a foul. It's like saying you can look at any goal and find bad defending. You can look at most things and find a foul. And if they look at it like 17 times, they will. And that's the problem. I think, at the top, Mitch, you said, do you think VAR is good for offside and that? Just use VAR because offside is binary. You're either onside or you're offside. There's no interpretation or all that shit. I reckon they should scrap it for this, because all you've got is more shit decisions from more people. Unless it's a proper stinker. So we're talking.
Yeah, but then you say scrap it for everything else, and then you say proper stinker. Proper stinkers is proper stinker. I can't even speak now. Falls into the subjective thing again. Some people say, "Oh, that's a stinker." Other people say, don't really agree.
We're talking like serious foul play, for instance.
Yeah, but that's all. It all comes under the realm of subjectivity, though, doesn't it? And that's the problem you've got when you go away from what they're doing at the minute and go down any other route.
By the way, I never wanted VAR in the first place. It's the same. They're like, oh yeah, the use of technology makes it better. No, you've still got human error fucking it up. You've still got humans with the same biases and the same issues.
I think we're about to see VAR again now.
Why are Arsenal fans flagging for him to put it out anyway?
I don't know because it was down, but what's this? Yeah, that's a pen. Oh, I don't know. No.
Fuck off. Yeah, if that's a pen, I can ask about one yesterday.
He's kicked in.
I haven't even seen the replay.
Saka kicks his foot.
Yeah, I think he's kicked in, but he's got in.
But again,
they might. Well,
we've got a live case
theory. Shouldn't he give this a red card as well?
No, because he's made an attempt to play the ball.
We've got a live case study.
I didn't think it was
how much they look at it and see how much they want to give a decision.
Yeah, I didn't think it was
That's not a pen.
Good
defending.
But do you know just the other thing about VAR as well, as I say, it came out saying clear and obvious error. You know, it should now evolve to what? Moment killer, you know, instantaneous joy killer, whatever you'd call it. Because either way, you know, even if you get a positive result, you've still fucking sat there like for 4 minutes having to speak to the gimp next year.
Do you know what? Well, people that like it, don't go to games.
Yeah. Well,
and that's straight up.
No, but I wanted to say this earlier, guys. I don't understand the whole. You know, they're watching like in VAR, they're watching the whole thing for about 5-10 minutes. And then they go tell the referee, go check the screen, and he watches it for about 5-10 minutes. I don't get that whole process. Like, that is the dumbest thing ever. If I'm VAR and I'm saying, you know what, like this don't look right. All right, cool. Have a look, ref. Referee shouldn't need to take at least 5-10 minutes to go and look at the same things that I've seen. Like, really and truly, it should be much quicker. Like, we go back to the West Ham one. I have no idea what the hell he was looking at.
Do you know what you should
over and over again? Go on, Jack.
No, you've just actually made a really good point then, which has sort of made me think about how you should manage that, right? And I think, you know, the way you just said that, it's just twigging in my head, right? There should be more honesty with it. And what I mean by that is, right, if us lot are on VAR, yeah. If us lot are on VAR, so we're in that the booth or whatever it is, and we're checking something, and we're not sure, we should be able to say, you might want to go and have a look at that. We're not sure, but you might want to go and look. You might want to go and have a replay of it. You're the one that's in the middle of the game. You're the one that's managing the game that you're in. You might want to have a go and have a look. But we genuinely aren't sure, but we think might want to have a look. But also, if I do that, I'm only allowed 20 seconds, 30 seconds. But
at the same time, going on that, Jack, I'm thinking about what I said as well. Is that not shit as well? Because like,
you put a time limit on it. You put so in the NRL in Australia, time limit. If you're not sure, the referee. I think it goes to what the referee says.
Yeah.
So there is. So what I'm saying is, if you are going to say, I am not sure, but you might want to look, there's a fixed time limit.
Yeah, but is VAR are not there to say I'm not sure? Am I wrong in saying that?
No, but what I'm saying is, if you were to put some sort of time limit on it, because I'm pretty sure that in some of these decisions, they're not 100% sure.
So what do we do in that situation? I'm not putting it back onto you, who are a referee, who you're not sure yourself.
Also, what I would say, as we got this West Ham Arsenal one up, they say, oh yeah, look at this, and don't even show them all the angles we've seen on the telly. They showed them the angle that best suited the decision they wanted. They didn't show Trossard from the start.
Yeah, but they also didn't show was it Susek?
Oh yeah, and they didn't show Rice fouling 2 people either, Samir.
Yeah, but that's the thing. There's a process of how everything.
This is what I mean.
I agree with the Trossard one because I'll be with you. Yeah. I'll be real with you. At first to me it looked like Trossard and Pablo were holding each other. But no, but yeah, I've seen it afterwards again. Trossard was really holding on to Pablo. But like, do you look at that and be like, this is what me and Jack were basically saying about being numb to penalties nowadays. It's like we've seen things that are 100 times worse than this, and we're past that process of asking for pens anymore. Like, are you looking at that really with what we've seen all season? You're going to ask for a pen or even a foul, whatever, for that. And like going back to everything we're talking about, it's about the process. The Declan Rice thing happened after Raya was getting fouled. If Raya's not getting fouled, Declan Rice's situation is 1,000% a penalty. But Raya's being fouled, he's being sharp. You know the funny thing about that one was, my thing wasn't even the arm across. Like I'm watching the game with a few Arsenal fans and West Ham fans were there as well, and my thing was the shirt pulling. Like the biggest issue for me was the shirt pulling. The arm across weren't too much of an issue to me. Of course, that adds to it, but it weren't too much of an issue to it. But I just feel like with referees, it's quite fucked. And I would say this with any other game for this situation, because it happens every game. There's so many stuff going on left, right, and center. But we all know, like watching football, the only one person you can't touch when you're doing all that is a goalkeeper. And that was always my argument. My argument was always, listen, we're always going to grab each other. We've all played football.
Yeah.
Everyone grabs each other. Like, and I think back to I don't know, I can't remember if Jordan said it on here a few times, but like in a box when you're doing all this, like your balls get grabbed, your shirts get pulled, everything happens in a box. You don't really turn around and pull up and be like, oh yeah, that's a penalty. I feel like today in today's world, you absolutely need to get either punched in the face or shot to get a penalty.
Interesting you say that, Samir. So this was not given as a penalty.
Oh, I thought that's a penalty. I
literally punching someone in the face.
Oh, 100%. And you know what's weird with this one? So was it last season or the season before? It's going back to the West Ham game, Stocks. I don't know if you remember. We got a penalty.
What, this one?
Yeah, we got. Was that
no, that's a different one, mate.
Yeah, that's not
a different one. That was this season.
Yeah. But we had something similar where they've given a penalty. It was against West Ham. They gave us a penalty for that. But I think that same week, or I can't remember, it was the same season. We had the similar one against Inter in Champions League. Like exactly the same. Someone got punched in the face. Keepers missed the ball completely. Champions League, they didn't give the foul for that. But then I go back to the West Ham one. They gave us a penalty for that, but then they didn't give us give Chelsea a penalty. I thought that was a pen when Reyes punched what's his name in the face.
Yeah, but we have this is the thing about the inconsistencies, because we have numerous situations like this. Like you said, in these situations, the only player you can't touch is the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
But again, no foul.
Yeah. This one was weird because I've seen it in like live play as well. I've seen it back in live play, and it weren't like that. Like, come on, pictures I'm not gonna do.
Pictures don't do justice, but he's there. But the difference between this and the West Ham one for me, is Saliba is deliberately there to disrupt the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Pablo gets wrestled by 2 Arsenal players towards the goalkeeper. That's why there's only ever contact between Pablo and Raya in that situation. So he's been wrestled into that situation by Arsenal players and then has had a foul given against him for being in a position he wasn't even trying to be in the first place.
But that's what I mean about the armor cross. Like everyone keeps looking at the armor cross. Like I keep saying, I don't think to me that's not a big issue, but everyone keeps watching that and thinking that's the big issue. I think
no one's saying that's the big issue. No one's saying it's not a foul on the goalie.
Not even
everybody's saying all the other stuff that happens before it should have been fouls before you get to the goalie.
What are you adding as before it? The Trossard one, I agree, is before it.
There's three different things going on at the same time. Rice grabs 2 different players.
Who?
Rice grabs 2 different players from that corner.
This is what I mean about like the whole grabbing and stuff. Are we?
No. Yes, because he's literally not looking at the ball. He's just there grabbing the player. That's a penalty.
I don't know, man.
I've always said this, I'm not going to change my mind on this ever. I've always said it. If you're holding a player's shirt from a corner, if you're grabbing a player from a corner, you have to be. Samir, don't be dumb. You have to be running with them. You have to be attempting to go for the ball at the same time. If you're looking at a player and you're just trying to block that player and hold them, it's a foul. If you're stood still when you grab their shirt and they run away from you, it's a foul.
Do you know why it's not a pen? You know what? Do you want to know why it's not a pen? It happens every freaking week.
Then stop it happening. I don't care. That's not that's the dumbest answer I've ever heard. Start giving them as pens. It stops it happen. It shouldn't happen. It's crap defending.
If we're doing that, we might as well
stop defending. That's all it is.
Like if a player goes down, okay, fair. But if
you should no. Again, that's nonsense. Nonsense. You should never have to go down to get a penalty.
This ain't even about the Arsenal West Ham game. I just mean we play football in general. You don't want that person getting away from you. You are marking that player. You're not. Your hands are up in the air because you don't want to look guilty.
So be a better defender and go with him. Don't just cheat. Don't stop and cheat.
Too much though, does it?
Don't cheat. Simple as.
No, but we're taking away. We want the game so.
No,
clean.
we're not. We're not taking away anything, Samir. We're asking defenders from corners to actually defend, to actually try and go and win the ball instead of just blocking players. That's not defending. This isn't the NFL.
Let's go back to the beginning of football and say what? No one's ever grabbed anyone in the flipping. It happens.
Samir, you're talking absolute nonsense right now.
No, but it happens every game. I was in the chat when we was watching Southampton versus who were they playing in the playoffs? They were grabbing everywhere around that box. They were grabbing. No one went down. No one argued because it happens in football. We've all played football. You've
completely ignored what I've said and just spouted loads and loads of words to make yourself feel better about what you're saying because it doesn't even make any sense anymore.
Please
you're just saying words for the sake of saying words right now.
What did I ignore? Enlighten me. I'm just saying everything happens in football. We're complaining about the most stupidest thing when it happens week in, week out. It happens week in, week out. You're gonna tell me your corners yesterday against West Ham, and what both of you had corners. No one touched it. No one touched each other.
Did anybody say that?
No, but that's what I'm saying.
Wait. Stop all the words. Did anybody say what you just said there?
What are you talking about?
Did anybody insinuate what you just said there?
What did I say? That people grab each other in the box?
You trying to say that we want people not to touch each other in the box was pretty much your exact words just then. No one said that. No one insinuated it, which is why I'm telling you you're talking nonsense.
This is what
because you're making up conversations in your head to justify the nonsense you're saying. I'm bored of this bit. Jack, what were you going to say?
No, I'm probably going to poke the bear even more here, mate. But the thing about the grappling in the box, right, which I think Samir is kind of trying to make the point on, is that referees at the start of this season said they were going to clamp down on this, right? Didn't they? That was the whole instruction from the start of this league, or maybe even the season before.
2 seasons ago.
Is it right?
Yeah.
And they've just let it get way out of control to the point where if I'm a fan and my team is not defending like that, even though I know it's probably going to piss me off and I'd have my back up that if we don't win a penalty or whatever, but now it has become the norm, like to a degree, to the point where if you're not trying to do it, that you're slightly in the wrong, and this is where my stance on the whole referees things come from, is that they're the only ones that should be policing this and meant to be policing it. If you see someone else do it, of course you're going to do it, and I feel like we've got to this point now where we're literally having an in-depth conversation about whether you should or shouldn't hold someone in a box. And the answer is, well, as you're saying, Mitch, that, well, you shouldn't. But this is where we are now. It's the fucking 18th of May, and it's still not been clamped down hard enough. And that's where it's done. And, you know, I'm not trying to side with anyone here, because to me, it's been quite evident from all parties that Arsenal have been, well, the top of the league. They've been successful at the way that they've. Still 45 minutes to go, just to clarify. With probably 1 minute of injury time, we all know that, don't we? When it gets fucking put up, but people are looking at, and you'd be a fucking idiot not to be trying to do your own game, because either A, you're going to feel like a fucking idiot if you don't do it, or B, you're going to get yourself riled up thinking, who the fuck do you think you are to do it to me? I'm not going to sit here and let you do it. So the only problem here is not the players, not the way that they should or shouldn't defend. It's the referees. They should have clamped down on it. Very like when they did the whole time wasting thing. Yeah, whilst it was laughable, they clamped down on it, and it was a mad month or so. Great for betting on over on corners, because you got a bonus 9 minutes of attacking and some wild cards because people were just fucked. You played 25 minutes extra over both halves, but I think this is what I'm saying about the referees are the only people that can control this, and I can tell you right now that is what will come out this summer. That is definitely what will come out this summer.
Yeah.
But they're gonna have to say, you know, when we first said it, we're actually going to do it now. And are they?
No, but the only reason I'm so passionate about this whole thing, I'm passionate about, like, what's going on with football. It's now like it's killing me right now. They're talking about how players won't even be allowed in the 6-yard box, like for corners to get up and flip in. Like you're not even like I'm thinking, oh my gosh, I understand. I do understand because obviously we've been on the receiving end of bad luck and stuff like that. But like I personally wouldn't want these stuff taken out of football. It's part of the game. I get it. Like, are we trying to clean up football so much that there's no controversy? There's nothing to talk about. There's like ilch. Like there'll be no podcast or nothing if we take
But
all
this is what
out.
he's talking about, isn't it? That's the
Little
point.
things that we love about football, and we're trying to like change it completely.
No, these aren't things that I don't know. I don't want to speak for anybody else on there, but I don't love these things about football.
Love, no, but it's not about loving it. It's
This way of defending is called cheating.
yes, let cheat. Everyone
cheating. I'm not saying it's cheating in the Eddie Guerrero lie, cheat, and steal way. It's lazy. You're not going with your man. You're blocking like you're an NFL defender. Stop fucking talking over me. It's boring now. You're blocking like an NFL defender, or you're just letting your man run and pulling his shirt rather than running with him. It's lazy. You're cheating yourself by doing it, and we're allowing players to be shit at defending and carrying on.
No, but you're right. But it's just part of the game. Like it is part.
There's no buts. There's no if, buts, or maybes. I've said what I want to say. I don't want to hear buts involved in it. It's just fucking pointless defending. It's so bad at defending.
But then,
Stocky, you just got a wicket.
We're complaining about absolutely.
I'm putting my hand up like in class, and I'm not speaking till I've been.
Say.
John would have got that straight away, but he's not.
Yeah, he will.
Go on, Steph.
Right, this stuff's always going to happen. The problem is, I was listening to Joe Cole saying it, and he goes, during the game, referees have a feel. They've refed all these corners. Now VAR wants to jump in on one corner. The refed all of them all game, but they've jumped on one now. So the refs let certain X amount of things go previously in the game, but all of a sudden they've got to look this one. Just let them ref it. And as I said earlier on, certain teams get the decisions looked at over and over and over and over and over. Some twice, see you later, bye. That's the problem. They want to look for free kicks for certain teams. They want to look for penalties. And it's the same thing. This is why I didn't want VAR. It's just more people that can do it. You'll have the same bias. You have the same bias for certain teams, no matter what you do. So what's the fucking point? Let's just cut it down, make the game quicker, more enjoyable. Fuck VAR off.
But you've just sort of enhanced what my point is about the. Look, let's not clip my view of me saying VAR should come back and say we're not sure. So I know it sounds ridiculous, but the way you've just said that, Stocks, is kind of my point in that unless you're absolutely crystal clear sure and you think there has been a massively missed thing, which if you're saying there's a massively missed thing when a referee is watching that box, this isn't a fucking breakaway, is it? This isn't a breakaway. This is a box where the referee is watching it. So, like you just said, you can't just decide to police that one because earlier on in the game you might think, well, there's loads of time for them to come back or this to be evened out, or maybe the referee will now start watching because they might be whispering in his ear or will mention it to him at half time. It's something to look at. You can't just pick that one. And this is the whole point, that unless it's clear and obvious, and you in VAR, but then also this, I think you kind of said it as well, and I was saying it at some areas, that what would be the point of VAR if they are saying, we're not sure about it. Yeah. So then the flip side of that is, what is the point of going to that monitor? So the whole thing becomes a bit confusing, doesn't it? In that sense, that unless
there's too many questions, and instead of actually watching football, there's just so many. Like I don't know, like watching.
Stocks, you watch rugby. Sorry, Smith.
I was going to say the same thing.
You watch rugby, right?
Yeah.
And the difference between rugby, rugby has evolved with video technology way before football was done. But actually, it's adapted it a lot more in the last few years. So one of the key things in rugby was that about 5 years ago, they bought it, 6 years ago, they brought in, global directive about tackling height. It was a massive change in rugby. It used to be when I played, for me, it was all right, forehead and down. That was okay. then it went to chest, and then it went to nipple height, and then now it's basically below that. That's come in. It was a huge change. People were really offended about it. Old boys were offended about it. Times changed. Times moved on. And that's in, let's say, the last 6, 7, 8 years, something like that. It's all blended in now. But the issue they then had was there was loads of yellow and red cards. The red cards, because people were going high, because their body has been used to tackling at a height for 15, 20 years of their life. They go into a game, they get hit at the wrong level. The secondary issue was they were playing it at slow speed. So any decent rugby hit at slow speed looks fucking quality and looks like it's going to fucking hurt. Yeah. So if you're sending them pictures to a ref who potentially missed it or has asked to see it again, you then slow it down. You then slow it down with a TV view for fans, where as soon as they hit, the whole home fans are like, "Oh my god, that's
like 8 Mile."
Like, ooh, like the collective take of breath. So then the referee's like, "Oh gosh, right." Everyone thinks that's high.
Yeah, no, but is that not kind of fucked? Like everyone reacts, and you're like, you're influenced by that, though. You are.
But then they brought in real-time speed. They brought in real-time speed replays of it, so you'd see it like the referee saw it. So, and then some fans were like, "Oh, I'm not sure."
Yeah.
And then they slow it down. And you go, "Oh yeah, well he does." And that's when they went, right, well, we can't give you a red for that because unless you've taken someone's head off, how are you meant to say which one is? That's a yellow. But the crucial difference for them is that a third official. Well, number one, referees have bigger min rules, even though like the lines, the assistant refs, they have bigger min rules. So they will sometimes be like, "I think you are wrong. You need to look at this." Even sometimes refs will go, "No, I'm happy with it." "Well, I think you're wrong. Look at it." I've never seen that coming in and, you know, them really forcing to see the replay. But the other thing is, a referee could just go, "Can you get me a replay of that?" And sometimes the assistant ref won't have seen it, or the video ref won't have seen it, but the ref will actually go, "I just want to see a quick video of that." And then they'll see it, 1 time speed, 1 hit. And unless they go, "I need to look at that a bit more," they'll just go, "Yeah, fine, then happy with it." Not going to waste any more time because I wanted to see it. I've seen it once, bang. I saw it in front of me. And you know what? If I'm not sure about it, let's crack on. They brought in other rules about 20-minute cards and things like that now, but they've evolved with it when they realized there was a problem. And this seems to be getting only worse. That's the real sticking point for me. Yeah. It's getting only worse. It's getting really boring. You know, at least in rugby, if you watch the replay of someone getting the fucking head taken off, or nipple now it is, you know, taken off in a fucking slow-mo replay, you can at least sit there and go, number one, wish that wasn't me. Number two, that's pretty cool to watch. But if you sat there watching fucking replays of shirt pulling for minutes then, it's tedious. It's boring. And everyone is acknowledging that. But that is the game as it is now. So it's now up to whatever the acronym for them is, whatever a new acronym's brought in, the fucking anti-shirt tugging society, whatever it is, or bunch of tuggers society, as I probably feel like they are now. Like, they need to do it, don't they? They need to set the directive and then stick to it. And whether you're Arsenal, your City, whoever it is, you penalise for them, And then if they keep doing it, but all they've got to do is bleat about themselves. Very much like you're saying, James, that they're the ones that need to change and start defending better, or defending different, or defending properly. And if they keep struggling with it, then get better defenders, get a better coach. No, like, you know, let's get the accountability all the way through rather than it being a bit one-sided now. So, yeah.
I personally feel that I don't know, man. I just feel like every year they're changing stuff. Every season we're changing stuff, and I put it down to us as well, in part as fans, like us as general fans. I think like, all right, we complain about certain stuff, and we complain it to a certain extent when they change it the year after, and then we do it again the season after, and then we can change it the year. I'm with Stocks in terms of VAR need to go in general, because like we complain about these small stuff in football, and I'm talking as an Arsenal fan as well. Like we complain about these small stuff, and obviously VAR take it on board, and then the season after they change rules and certain stuff, and then we're getting to that point now where I'm sorry, I want to question this, but do they change rules every season? Like even before VAR, do they change rules?
They've been changing laws for decades.
Okay, cool. So then my
in the 80s, you used to just be able to roll it back to your own goalie. You could pick it up.
So every season there's been a change of like
maybe not every single season, but they've been tweaking.
They've also been
every season there's been a change.
No, that's been like that for 20 years.
But the difference is they've had directives as well. So there've been rule changes, and then I'm pretty sure I'm right in saying this, that they've then brought out directives as well, haven't they? So directives. And then those directives become, I mean, I could be totally wrong here, but it feels like those directives become, well, is it a rule? Is it a rule or a directive? Like which one is it? Like a directive is I'll manage it as I see fit. If it's a rule, then all right, it's a rule. But that I think that doesn't help. That directive stuff doesn't help, because they say every year they do this big meet up, and I bet there's never been as many half pints of Guinness sold at a Premier League referee meet up.
Then you gotta think in those meters, they gotta bring up every like individual thing that's gone wrong. And I'm talking from the beginning of the season. And we're talking about match day 1, there's how many games in match day 1. And you gotta bring every individual shit that's gone wrong.
No, they don't do that in the whole meeting.
I'm just saying.
And then they'll pull everybody together.
Yeah, they'll have trends, and then what they do, they'll talk about them, and then referees go out to clubs and go, "This is what we're going to penalise for 6 weeks of the season." Then we'll forget about it, or we'll just pick and choose to when to enforce it, depending on who it's against. That's how it goes.
But that's how it feels, though, doesn't it? That is the problem. Like, it is that it does feel like it becomes maybe. I think maybe a good way to describe this is that it becomes a rule for one and a directive for others, or something like it kind of feels like there's rules for ones and then grey areas for other, and then when it doesn't happen for the ones that you're saying it's a grey area for, people get to go, well, it's a bit of a grey area, whereas when it's the other way around, people like West yourself, Stocks, in this moment, in this scenario, you're sat there thinking, well, it was a directive early on. It's now become a rule for us. It's such a a poignant moment and time, both in season and the game, etc. Like just because it was a rule that way doesn't mean it becomes a directive then, or vice versa. Like context has to be taken out. You've got to imagine, so basically, if it's minute 1 of the first game of the season and something is put into place, then that's what you do. You don't sit there and very much. I know, as I say, I like Henry Winter, and he said, there wasn't much riding on it. This is the point. This is like the attitude that comes through. Totally, categorically irrelevant.
Yes.
Totally irrelevant. Totally irrelevant. I mean, that's just ridiculous anyway, isn't it? But what I'm saying is that sort of attitude about moments like that, it's irrelevant. Does not matter. Does not matter who it is, when it is, what time it is, what stage of the season it is. It doesn't matter. But I just don't think that clear guidance is there. And if it is, then I can kind of understand why there is problems.
On Jack's point there, that's what I was going to go back to. I don't know if it was like 2-3 seasons ago. I'll never forget. It was like the first 2 weeks of the Premier League. Like, you would get a penalty for like the smallest tug in the league. Like, literally a small tug they see on VAR, bang, penalty. and then that just completely vanished. I think
All the daft handballs
all the time. They were like, okay, yeah, this can't go because it happens in every game. And yeah, because I'll never forget. Like I saw the smallest tug ever, and I was like, oh yeah, that's a pen. And like, oh, we go, that's a pen. And then all of a sudden, it just vanished. That rule in a sense.
And the
that is one of them that was a law change that came from FIFA that a Premier League directive made a change to.
Oh, you see, that is another issue. See, now there we go. So now we are watching Champions League football. We're seeing so many different things happening in that Champions League, and then we're watching Premier League, and we're watching so many different things happening here. So we're looking at Champions League. We're looking at the whole, if the ball hits your thigh and hits your arm, they're giving that in Champions League. But in the Premier League, you're like, no, because it's hit your thigh first and hit your arm, and that's not a pen. You're looking at the whole Bremen thing. But we're looking at the thing with football now. We're looking at completely different things in different competitions, and it's
why is that, by the way? Does anyone actually know the genuine one sentence rationale?
Because of the Premier League.
You think it's
it is. It's the Premier League that have changed things. So the English top league is the only league not run by an official FA governing body of the country. It's run by a separate entity, and some of the decisions that they make in the refereeing of the game is made for entertainment rather than the way that FIFA want the game to be refereed. IFAB, that's the one.
But you don't get handballs for stuff like that in other than the Premier League, though. So that can't be just Premier League. Granted, I know we're not talking about VAR, but you don't get leg onto hands.
The handball rule is across most of Europe is pretty similar.
No, but what I'm saying is, I'm talking about in all of England, you don't really get penalties for that. So the rest of the Championship League and League Two must have adapted that stance on it to not make it like
I don't know. But then some of the ones you see, they're VAR given ones, aren't they? And the rest of the leagues don't have VAR away from the Premier League. So
no, they don't. No.
That probably takes away a little bit of the element. But I'd imagine the rest of the leagues underneath have probably followed a similar directive, because you get promoted from the Championship and then you're playing a completely different set of rules.
Yeah, but you made a very good point there, that a lot of these pens I've seen in the Champions League actually have come from VAR saying to the ref, no, we think you should look at that, even though the ref actually doesn't give it. So even the refs don't really want to give those daft handballs. Partly because I guess it's harder to then overturn it with the maybe it's probably because the threshold is lower for a pen, that if you're not sure about it, you wait for VAR to say it, and then it gets sort of wound down or whatever. But I just think it's daft. It's daft. And why do FIFA want more penalties? Because they just want more goals.
I think they did it to remove a grey area. So all of the grey areas of, is that handball, is that not handball? They basically just changed it. If it's outside of your usual silhouette, it's handball.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Is that a good thing?
It used to be. It's like it used to be when I first started playing. Handball's handball. My old man says it the whole time.
Oh my days!
Handball's handball.
What would you rather, see a goal like Mbeumo's on the weekend or not?
Yes.
Or Cunha's on the weekend. Would you rather that be a goal, or would you rather it not be a goal?
Yeah, and Bremen was one side different. I wouldn't call that accidental. I would not call that accidental.
But the great is created by the way the law is written in England.
In England,
has created that situation.
Yeah.
Whereas on the continent, they're just going to be like, no, handball, safe.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've said this for a long time, right? The rules of football were made when just like normal people used to play it. Now we've got like fucking athletes on the peak of fucking human evolution. The rules weren't made for it. It was like rugby. When rugby was invented, it was for normal blokes playing a sport, not like
praise be to God.
Yeah, like not 20 stone blokes who can do 100 meters in 10 seconds. Like
21 on a good day, thank you very much.
Is that downhill?
Yeah.
Downhill after 20 minutes.
That that was 21 stone or 21 seconds for the 100 meters.
Is anyone going to say tet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But genuine question, right? And just be honest if you do not know the answer to this. What is the handball rule going to be in the World Cup?
Oh, it's going to be
whatever Trump says.
It's the UEFA version.
Yeah, it's going to be.
Is that true? Yeah.
Yeah.
So we all know when Uzbekistan,
which is the FIFA lawmakers,
right? So when Uzbekistan play whoever is the hardest team in their group, yeah, and they have the shot at the World Cup, and it hits someone like that, you think they're going to go, no grey area, that's going to be a penalty.
Yes.
Never going to happen. Never, ever in a month of Sundays is that shit going to happen. It's just never going to happen.
Man, I'm growing up. I used to watch people. You know what they used to do? They used to get close enough to you and dink the ball, and it hits your hand. Pen. Nowadays, you're not getting that. That is a penalty. Like, I don't care if he's coming up to you, gives you a little dink, and your hand's out like loose like that, and it hits your hand. Like, for me, it's a pen. But we're not gonna get any of that. Like, I've seen some of the most clearest like handballs in probably Premier League history, and they're not given. I don't know what is a handball, and honestly I don't know what isn't.
Okay, so on that note there. So now imagine you're a Premier League referee who also referees in European competition.
Yeah. Well, that's why they don't give it. I think that's my point. Is that a lot of these seem to be getting kicked back from VAR.
Yeah.
Sorry, raised by VAR to the ref. Sorry.
That's a good point. You know, that's a head fuck as well. To be fair.
So they go from
they're paid enough.
Yeah, they get paid a decent amount of money, but they're having to apply different laws on Wednesday that they apply every single weekend.
Because if you want to be a referee, you want to be under like one certain rule. You ain't gonna go, oh yeah, I'm under one rule in this league, but I'm under another rule in this league, because you're almost questioning, oh, do I give that? Do I not? But if I was in the other league, I'll give that. It's just
the crucial question I think was asked by you though, Mitch. There, what would we prefer? You know, well, I think that you said that. What would you prefer? Would you rather have the no grey area of the Champions League, or would you prefer that? I mean, what do we say? There's a bit of sense applied to it. I don't know what the terminology would be. There's a bit of common sense, but I don't think you'd even be allowed to say that. I don't even know how they try and differentiate.
It would just be subject. The reality is they're adding subjectivity.
Depends who you are.
They're literally adding subjectivity into something that doesn't really need it in that respect.
So, on that basis, I would say that the main frustrations of this is around grey areas, and if it was managed properly, that if it happens, and if you're at Old Trafford in the 95th minute, you get it. Like, I would say from a personal standpoint, I would prefer that you give it all. Then just keep fucking giving it, because that then removes the frustrations and the sense of wrong. My stance on it, right? They're right. If it was really like the Champions, I don't understand why people aren't Martin Petrov, Riyad Mahrez just peppering the ball into the box just in case you get these half penalty chances. Just smacking it in waist height level. Yeah. But yeah, it's just a different world, isn't it? It's different world. There's a reason why we all YouTube and watch fucking legendary clips of football 15 fucking years ago, isn't there? Like, there's a reason why, I gravitate in life towards nostalgia merchants. I don't have friends that go, oh mate, remember fucking 2018 Burnley? Like, no mate, deleted it from my memory. I Men in Black myself. I literally just Men in Black myself. Just forgot it all. Like, it's. I suggest it just sums up modern football, really.
Yeah, it does a bit, and I think that's a lot of the problem is we've added so many little nuances to every single law that there's just too many grey areas. Everybody here, well, apart from me and Jack, the rest of us work in different areas, different fields, completely different fields. How many times are decisions made just to remove fucking grey areas? That nobody likes a grey area in anything, because that's where mistakes are made. That's where you get people singing off a different hymn sheet.
Yeah.
Like that's effectively one of my pretty good skills at work is removing that margin for error that you get in so many different aspects. So there's less things that can go wrong. Remove the grey areas, everything becomes a little bit better. And we just
that's how the military. That's how the military works, isn't it? The military work. That's how forces, military, infrastructure type things work by having absolutely no grey areas. Because if there are grey areas, one of them could collapse a fucking society, overnight. Removing them. Obviously, that's quite extreme. But what I'm saying is that's why things that have to work like that remove those areas and it's now getting to the point that I know it's been ridiculous for a number of years now, that the sheer size of money is now making the pressure on all of these decisions, utterly astronomical. It really is. I'm stunned that they aren't bringing in VAR for the championship semi-final playoffs or, key games or all of it, because the difference of success and failure monetary wise is stunning, between the championship promotion and not promotion. So yeah, I don't know. It's all just feels a little bit
odd. Will they have VAR for the final? For the final playoffs?
You can't, well,
Wembley. I think they do. Yeah, they do at Wembley.
Is that on all of them?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they do. Yeah.
Well, didn't know that.
I find that
because I think the issue. Sorry, go on.
Sorry, I just find that strange. You've had a competition all year where there's been none of it used, and then for one game.
Because of the risk factor of someone making a mistake and someone trying to hold the league, the FA, the person responsible because of that technology's there. Why did you not use it in the biggest occasion?
Yeah, but as we pointed out earlier on, they still muck it up continuously anyway. I can understand, the ball crossing the line one. Totally. See, that is an example of a fantastic use of technology. I'd say that's one of the best things they've ever done.
100%.
Yeah. So since 2003, 2004, they've used them in all the playoff finals.
Oh, cheers. Didn't know that.
Yeah, we didn't actually have a shot in 2004's playoff. It's fucking irrelevant, to be honest.
Can you imagine, like, the headache we have with VAR in the Premier League, and then you add it to the Championship? Like,
it wouldn't. I think that's another factor. It wouldn't work. You'd have to limit it to last man challenges or something like that. You wouldn't. I mean, look, I don't mean this. Well, in fact, who cares? But I mean, some of these League Two and League One defenders, have earned the right to be where they are by being defenders of a certain type. I'm not quite saying NHL style enforcers, but near as damn it. And they will sit there and go, if they've got a quick lad up front, I can't let him get past me because that is going to be game over. I won't be within 3 yards of him. They know what they are. You couldn't have it in the lower leagues.
Yeah, you couldn't.
You see, BBC have just reported that Pep's definitely going.
Really?
No one knew up. He wants to go. This is it. Nah, hell no. Come back again next season, man. We want to go again.
haven't even won it yet, and they're saying we want to go.
They're going to scrape it by a point.
It is absolutely everywhere as well.
Well, the rumours I seen on, I wasn't sure if it's bullshit or not. I seen on Thursday on Twitter that some lad, he deleted it. Some lad said that my mate works at the club and they've seen a photo taken on the halfway line with all the trophies.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and but then he deleted it, which I always think, especially with City's lawyers, you'd be like, yeah, fuck that, retreat.
Yeah. So how much did you put on it then, Jack?
It's been talked about, and apparently they've also booked Co-op Live Arena as well. For after their not tour.
What have they just done there?
Bus ride, celebration bus ride. What the hell? Victory parade. That's the one. But everyone's saying, why are you doing a victory parade for FA Cup and League Cup?
It's obviously one final send off, isn't it?
Also, have you seen who they're getting lined up with? Who they're lining up?
Maresca, no?
Yeah.
Yeah, fuck that.
But that's been talked about for a few years, hasn't it?
There was talks before he left Chelsea.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I'm not sure. Although, you know, time shows he done better at Chelsea than most managers have recently, I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose that's true. But how do you get sacked from Chelsea and then get the Man City job a little while later?
Well, I mean, Vincent Kompany got Burnley relegated, and he's just broken the Bundesliga record for goals. So it can work out.
Blueprint is right, but he's gone to another.
Hey, how do you know it might be Vincent Kompany? There's talk of Maresca. They might bring him back.
What, they're just going through a strictly bold approach?
Vincent will be after Maresca.
Must be follically challenged to have an interview.
I don't think Maresca is going to be there for a long time.
My application's already in, Jack.
I can't even remember what I was going to say next. I had something on the grey areas thing, but we got way too far away from it.
Actually, no. He is old.
Quick before you lose it again.
No, so I read something the other day that even down to operations, so in like hospitals and stuff like that, they've watched an F1 pit stop and saw how effective they are and how efficient they are because everybody has a set job. And across the world now, they've had F1 teams. I think Ferrari have been involved, Williams have been involved, looking at the way they do operations and saying, look, there's too much noise. You're crossing over paths, too many people doing different jobs. And now they've set it up so that if you're in an operation, you have one job, you don't speak above a certain level, you don't move from your station, you don't do anybody else's job. Everybody has their own thing to do, which again is just a case of someone seeing it and saying, we've got too many grey areas here. How the hell do we fix it? This is how we fix it. Let's run it. If it works, we carry on with it. If not, we'll try something different. And football seems to be one of the only things that are going the other way.
And they never change because of the status quo.
Yeah.
Same teams get the same benefits because everyone goes, oh yeah, but VAR was voted in. I was like, yeah, there's no way the top clubs would lose their benefits if it weren't going to carry on the same.
Yeah, exactly.
You wouldn't do it, would you?
Exactly.
No, but there's only two teams saying no to that.
To what?
To VAR.
Do you know what lobbying is, Samir?
No, go on, explain.
So lobbying, it's like what they do. They go, oh yeah, well, you know, if you agree with us, we'll help you out here, we'll help you out there. That's all they're doing.
Yeah. And
it's to do with money as well.
So lobbying is, but see when you see in the NBA, you see draft picks, and you go, this person is going to this club, but they are giving them back their draft pick for the next 3 years alongside these other players. It's effectively something similar to that. You do me a favor, I'll do you these other favors along the way.
So we're saying big clubs are doing that to the small club?
100%. It happens in every single walk of life, mate.
I'll tell you what, Samir, you know the Super League?
Yeah.
Oh, we want to go do a Super League so we get more money. And the Premier League, no, don't do that. We'll change terms. Or another example is the academy system in this country. The Premier League teams have said, all right, we'll make parachute payments less unless you agree to us stealing your talent, making it easier for us to steal talent. So they go, oh, but we don't want to lose our talent. They're like, all right, we'll withdraw funding then. And they'll go, and the Football League are forced in to go, oh, yeah, all right, we need them parachute payments. So it's easier because it used to be a certain distance from your club you could sign a player for, but now you can go across the country because the Premier League said, oh, well, if you don't agree to this, or if you do agree to it, we'll put more money in the Football League, which is like pittance compared to what they actually earn. It's things like that. It's all rubbing backs. Like those with the influence say, go with me and I'll make it worth your while. But in the end, you get fucked over anyway.
Yeah. Right, before we do a little bit on what I'm going to call finals
Ooh,
week,
that's bad.
because there's lots of finals coming along.
Oh, that's bad.
Yeah, he's got to go. Bye.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh,
man.
that's so poor time.
He's got to go. He's got to go.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, that's bad, man. What a
Yeah, he's got to
clown.
go. Bye.
I don't think he's trying to do him, but he's not trying to do him, but that's an awfully timed tackle.
Yeah, so
Awfully
that's
timed
horrible.
tackle.
What are
Yeah.
you
He's
doing,
got him
man?
with every single stud on his boot, and that's got him like above his ankle. That's
Yeah.
a red. He's got to go.
That's down his cut.
But this is the other thing, right? As well, right? So if he snaps his leg, that's a red, isn't it?
Yeah.
So when
Even
you
without, I think that's red.
you said, Mitch, before about
Shouldn't have to go down to get a free kick.
yeah, but there was a tackle
Okay,
on maybe it was Friday night in the
It was,
Liverpool
though.
Villa game. I remember there was a tackle when
bad.
I was saying if he snaps his leg, that is a red, but because he doesn't, it's only a yellow. Is he actually not been
Have
sent
VAR
off?
cleared it?
No.
What is going on here?
Yeah. That for me, that's
That was
So
in
he-
front of the ref as well.
yeah.
He's deliberately gone to trip him and not win the ball, and he's
Yeah.
caught him at calf height, and that's not a red card.
And
So
my
Stocks,
point,
remember
my
when
point-
we used to do the pitch, yeah?
yeah,
And Chris always used to say was it doesn't matter why your foot gets there or how your foot gets there. If it ends up
there.
in that position, it's a red card.
Yeah.
Where the hell has that gone? Because that is clearly a red card. He hasn't gone to play the ball. He's gone to get the man, and he's got him calf height.
and this I'm trying not to let myself get wound up like I did a couple of weeks ago. But again, certain teams get certain decisions. I don't know how many more times I'm going to have to repeat it.
It's bullshit.
Again, this is another thing. How many times does everyone say this every week when they're watching Premier League football? That was the other way around.
Yeah.
That was the other way
Handball
around.
would have been off first time. When
Exactly.
He would have gone to VAR.
100%.
He got.
He would have been.
By the way, Havertz even got booked.
He did get booked.
You did. You got.
Did he
You
get
The
booked?
referee booked him straight away.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah, he took it back though. He felt bad on the VAR replay. So
yeah.
Mate,
Yeah.
that's
John,
that's a
you're right.
shambles
That is
for me.
Celtic levels of fuckery.
That's a shambles.
Yeah.
Absolute shambles.
Like I say,
I don't know. I just feel
certain
like
teams get it, certain
This
teams
Premier
don't.
League, I feel like they're trying to follow Champions League a lot and like letting certain stuff go, man. Because I personally I don't really see too many penalties as much as we did like the years before, and I don't see too many red cards, even though they are clear red cards and handballs and stuff like that. I honestly don't know what is going on with this league, but like there's a lot of things like even watching you lot's game yesterday. I saw a lot of fouls that were just let go. Like the referee was just like, no, play on. And then,
The game flows a lot more than it has done over the last few years this season. And I think that's in general a good thing,
it is
as long as it flows the same both ways. I've got no problem with the threshold of fouls going up in general play, this and that, as long as it goes the same for both teams. I have no issue. But when you get into situations where you'll see it going both ways for 60 minutes, and then all of a sudden 2 or 3 go against your side, and it's like, why have you changed what you've been doing the whole game? Like, since when has that been a foul when you haven't been giving it for 60 minutes, but now you want to give a couple? What's happening here?
Yeah,
Even if they don't go against your team, even if you're not even watching your team and they start going against one side, it just makes it look a bit skewed, and it's annoying.
Yeah. No, it's true.
Right, before we move into what I am going to call finals week, because we have the playoff finals and we also have Villa in a final on, I think it's Wednesday, weirdly enough, isn't it? I want to just have a little chat about something else very random that happened this weekend. Since when the fuck did Adam Walton do backflips? Like, backflip celebrations from Adam Walton. That was not on my Premier League bingo card ever. Like, what is happening here? He's waited all this time to score. I saw the celebration and was just like, huh? That makes no sense.
when the rhythm takes over, it just takes over, doesn't it?
If he scored more goals, you would have known sooner that he'd do it.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why there's a backflip. He's like, I might not score for another like
might never
decade.
score again.
Yeah.
South East London.
It's actually arguably quite a decent one as well.
It is, yeah. It was a very aesthetically pleasing backflip, to be honest with you.
And who said white men can't jump?
I think that was Wesley Snipes, to be fair.
He is genuinely so white.
Yeah,
he's translucent, isn't he?
Like he's never even been on a holiday. They've been in Europe for the last couple of months. Like,
was that his first goal?
First goal for Palace.
Okay, yeah, that's why we haven't seen the backflip. But to be fair, he's played at was it Blackburn?
Blackburn, yeah. I'm not sure if he's scored any other goals in his professional career, but I did not have Adam Wharton doing a backflip when he scored his goal ever. Vanilla only Adam Wharton does backflips for goal celebrations. It's crazy.
Surely that gets him in the England squad. We need some backflips in the squad. we ain't got one person who can do a flipping backflip in the squad. I'll get him in.
I also, but don't forget, he has to score for you to see it. So it's kind of irrelevant.
He's just going to be doing it on the side.
If Adam Wharton is scoring goals for us in the World Cup, I'll be doing backflips.
Yeah, true.
Good point.
Depending what game we're talking about.
Now that I would pay to see.
Yeah,
it'd be my first and my last.
But the thing is, he might not even make it. Going off subject, but he might not even get in the squad. Which is
it's criminal if he doesn't.
Yeah,
it's criminal if he doesn't. I don't care who it is who goes in instead of him. It's criminal if he doesn't. I can't think of many players who should be above him other than the ones that are going to start in the starting 11. I can't think of many others.
You're right.
Speaking of starting 11, that cross from Elliot Anderson yesterday was filth.
Phenomenal.
Oof.
Phenomenal cross, to be fair.
I suppose he's a kind of different position, but I tell you what, Gibbs White, he has had an exceptional month or so himself. In midfield.
So right, he's
not even month. 2026. He's been class since the turn of the year.
Really. He is screaming, "Pick me, please!" Like,
imagine how dead he would have been if he went to Tottenham. I mean, he would have been very dead. He would have been murdered. Yes, happy to stay a night on Forest.
It's a sliding doors moment, though, isn't it? It really is.
Oh yeah, massively.
Yeah, his head was between the doors as well. He was being held there.
Yeah, it's a sliding doors moment, no.
Unai Emery then. Unai Emery going to do it again?
Is he going to do it
the
again?
cup yet?
How does he keep doing it?
Surely he does. It's just teams. It's just teams with Villa in the name that he keeps winning it with, because he couldn't do it when he was somewhere else that didn't have Villa in their name.
Us.
He wasn't Arsene Wenger. He doesn't do what we say. We don't like him. We don't like winners. But he is later.
To be fair, if he doesn't win it now, though,
league, do we?
Yeah.
All of that talk will come out again if he now goes there and doesn't win it.
Yeah.
With Villa.
Yeah, with Villa.
Oh, okay.
Well, he's there. He's in the final against Freiburg. Where are Freiburg in the German league? Does anybody know?
They like
Seven.
I only look at Bundesliga's fire.
Yeah. I think this could be an easy game.
Seventh. They finished.
This obviously the Europa League it's lost it all, man. Without people dropping out.
Wearing a blanket. Oh my god, that's fucking soft.
He's from Spain, bro.
You know,
he's from Spain.
I did watch the Villa Liverpool match on Friday through a couple of quite squinty eyes. I'm not gonna lie, but I saw most players I recognised. Did Villa go full strength? Because it looked like it, but
pretty much.
Out, man.
So
yeah, they did pretty much. So they had quite a rest though, wasn't it? Because it's Friday night to Wednesday, so it's a bigger rest than they normally have when they're doing Thursday, Sunday, really, isn't it?
Mm.
Was that planned or was that before they got into the final? It must have been planned. You think it was planned?
There was what planned?
As in the kind of like move the fixture to give them, you know how France do for PSG.
Yeah,
let's move the fixture here because you're obviously playing in the Champions League final.
I think it worked out well for them because of the FA Cup final.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
they had an opportunity for the Friday game, didn't they? So I'm assuming that, and there was no other caveats in moving stuff, so I assume that's why they looked out. But yeah, they would have had issues if it was 2 English teams in it, because one playing the Sunday, one playing the Friday. That
Oh,
would
there
have
would
been,
be big complaints about that one. Oh,
yeah, I mean that'd be an absolute nightmare really for
Yeah.
them.
Yeah, they got away with that one.
Would you not just then move 2 games to the Friday then?
Well, I think you
Or
would.
is
I
that
think,
not
I
allowed?
think you would have to do that, wouldn't you? Yeah, I don't think you'd be anywhere around that.
So that only happened on the 7th.
What?
The game got moved on the 7th.
Oh.
So the 7th of this month is when that game got moved to Friday night.
And when, okay, so it was kind of almost. When did they get through?
Unless I'm going mad at it, but that's what it says on this article.
That seems quite strange, isn't that? The actual gate, that wasn't at the time they played Forest. That was a Thursday as well. I mean, classic Premier League, they couldn't just wait like a couple of hours.
No, wait, there's one on the Villa website that's slightly earlier as well, wasn't it?
I think they might have said whoever gets through, then their game would move.
On Friday, yeah.
So Villa's meeting with Liverpool at Villa Park will be moved forward for live television coverage after they qualified for the Europa League final. So it was after they qualified for the final. That was,
which is fair.
So the 28th of April was when it was actually finally confirmed.
Okay.
Cool. How sensible.
Yeah.
I think Villa should have enough for well, if they're not beaten, they don't deserve to win the final. That's just pretty fair, isn't it? But I mean, squad to squad, I imagine Villa's absolutely dwarfs theirs.
Oh yeah, I reckon they should go and win it, to be fair, which is good for English football really, if they're going out. We've got English teams winning European competitions across the board at the minute, because we've got Palace next midweek as well, haven't we, in their final, and then Arsenal the following weekend. So,
and obviously it's a final and you want to win a trophy, but I have to say, if I was a Villa fan, I would have wanted my Champions League to be. Oh, I don't know, actually. Maybe not anymore.
It could be us in the Super Cup. If we were,
you would want your Champions League to be what, Jack?
I would want the Champions League qualification to be in jeopardy. That gives you that extra bit. Obviously, whoever wins Europa League, you're in the final, aren't you? But I'm saying that as a club that's never won fucking trophies, so I'd probably prefer a trophy than I don't care about how much money comes in.
Playoff final soon come. Playoff final soon come.
But obviously they're through and they've got Champions League, haven't they? Villa have qualified for the Champions League now, which they would do if they won the Europa League no matter what. But,
which, by the way, gives Bournemouth big incentives to.
Well, potentially.
Yeah. No, but
if Villa get a point in their final game, it all becomes irrelevant.
If Bournemouth, say that again?
It becomes irrelevant if Villa get a point in their final league game as well. Villa have to finish fifth. Villa have to finish fifth for that place to go down to sixth in the league.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah.
They have to. They can't finish fourth and win it. They have to finish fifth and win it.
Oh, is it? Oh, yeah. Shit.
So it doesn't. Bournemouth don't get the Champions League, or whoever finishes sixth won't get it. If Villa finish fourth.
Oh, that makes sense. I didn't think about that one.
But that's also the basis of Villa.
I'm seeing so many tweets. Everyone saying Bournemouth have to win to get Champions League.
That's if Villa win it, though, isn't it?
Yeah, Villa have to win this and finish fifth for sixth place in the Premier League to get the Champions League spot.
Bournemouth can get fifth. That's what I mean.
Bournemouth can get fifth. Yeah,
I think they're only 5 points behind Liverpool.
Yeah, no, they can't get fifth now. Oh no, they're 5 points behind Liverpool. Got 2 games to play, so they can still get it. Yeah. But the talk was the team who finished sixth in the league would get Champions League if Villa win Europa League, but they have to finish fifth in the league for that to happen.
Oh, I didn't think about that one, man. That would have been fun. All the way down to 6 teams in Champions League. I thought 5 teams in Champions League would take it. But 6.
It's a bit ridiculous.
It's getting stupid now.
That would be dumb. That would be so freaking dumb.
It's getting stupid.
Because we all got through. Did we not? We all got through.
It's stupid. There's too many teams. There's just way too many English teams in the Champions League. It's actually a little bit boring.
I did say, the fact that we were 5 teams, I said one of us is getting to that Champions League final.
So it's just a bit mad, but hey ho.
I remember the outrage when the third place team got in a playoff.
Yeah.
I remember What they should even be in the playoff. The UEFA Cup.
It's madness, isn't it? It's madness.
Yeah.
Madness.
Still, good if someone like Bournemouth does make it, then they can start balancing the books. Fucking cheating fucks.
No, but to be fair, that's a good point, because all of these teams, that people are saying, it's going to be great if they make Europe. As much as their fans are thinking this is going to be fantastic, and the club and the players are probably thinking, this could be great, it does fuck all three teams that are in them positions at the minute financially if they have to then abide by the UEFA rules for wages to turnover. Because it's completely different to the Premier League. There is actually a
Champions
situation.
League money is that fact? A very stupid question here, but obviously the influx of the Champions League money then assists, or is that you're not allowed to bank for that?
It's not. It doesn't account for that year's expenditure, so you can't predict what you're going to spend further down the line to abide by it.
Could you get a loan against it?
Potentially.
Well, that puts you more shit now.
Potentially, but I'm pretty sure the numbers have literally just come out. They've come out already. So you would have already had to have planned for this beforehand. So all three clubs. So Bournemouth.
It's like me planning for that lottery win all the time. It's just financially fucked, but I keep borrowing against that lottery winning, don't I? And it's just not come.
Yeah, so it could be a bit mad, because they have said, I have read somewhere, I've only seen it in one place though, that they could actually get removed from the competition because they can't get anywhere near abiding by the laws, which is madness, really.
That's fucked.
Again.
That is absolutely fucked.
Yeah. But hey, these things happen.
Yeah. But you can see them.
And also,
go on, Jack, sorry.
You know, in the world of football, and also heavily linked to what we've just been discussing, is it easier to kick a Bournemouth out than it would be an Atletico Madrid?
Yes.
Oh yeah, hell yeah.
Well, so you're not even kicking them out. Motherfuckers haven't kicked a ball. You're not letting them in, are you?
So what do you do? Do you send them to Europa? Do you send them to Europa Conference? No,
because all the rules are the same. They can't be in Europe.
Is that true? Seriously?
Yeah.
So they couldn't even be.
Oh, if I finish 7th, do I say give that to me?
Huh?
If I finish 7th, do I say give that to me? Like a Brighton.
I haven't got all the answers. The article I read might not even be factually correct, because I've only seen it in one place.
I believe it.
But Newcastle and Villa were close to certain other stipulations, and there was talk there that they could be removed from European competition because of it.
Wow.
Oh, so if you were that close, oh my days.
Yeah. Barcelona and Villa was super close every single season, like ridiculously close, which is why they use loans and stuff like that, because they can get around it that way. But clubs like Bournemouth that don't have a high turnover, that actually pay quite decent wages, are in like pretty big trouble. Same with Brentford, same with Brighton. All of these clubs, like it's mad for me how Brighton are in that situation, because they sell players for massive money. But it's the way it's worked out. It doesn't factor in the way that it should factor in. It's crazy.
This whole system is weird, man.
Yeah, very weird.
It's so weird. It used to be a point where once you get in, you're in. Now I'm hearing all this nonsense about, you got to meet this standard. No, you've earned your way in. Like, forget all that, man. Money, the way the money's run around.
As John said last week as well, you need a certain stadium size.
That's what I was thinking. I was thinking it's more about the stadium than
it's financials, mate.
Financials.
To make it, because people used to bet the house and bet the farm on qualifying, and they qualify one year but bum out the next year, and they're in like disarray.
Yeah,
I suppose it's to stop financial doping outside of the teams that are allowed to do it.
So there's been a smaller stadium than Bournemouth in the Champions League.
What's that?
Are we saying there's not been a smaller stadium in
No, that's why you see some of these other clubs not playing at their home stadium in the Champions League.
Playing at different stadiums. Yeah, that used to come up on Flash Sports.
Yeah, obviously you're not allowed to cheat financially unless you've cheated financially for decades, in which case you're allowed.
Which case is possible,
Yeah.
Yeah, speaking of that,
Well, the irony is that if you get into it, but you're not allowed access to it and the money, you're then screwed on a national scale rather than an international scale.
Yeah.
So what's the point of football? I don't know if I understand.
Yeah, it's just rolling into a completely frustrating, vicious circle, doesn't it? It's like it doesn't get to the point of why are we doing all this in the first place?
Yeah, honestly,
right.
Yeah, it's silly.
But is that sort of linked to why the Champions League is so ridiculously incentivized for everyone? E.g., you get in. It's not like Champ Man years ago. You'd get your draw and it'd come up telling you got a 400k bonus for your win. Is it like just being in there and just getting absolutely rallied? You're still getting all that dough, aren't you? So
it's like Premier League as well. No, you get dough for just being in it in a sense. No, like if you survive, you get chunk.
Yeah, that's a good point from John there. Then
you get promoted.
Someone actually getting to the final and not letting their league performance slip is, genuinely quite impressive.
Yeah, it is very well played.
I was never impressed with like Chelsea's Champions League wins. Never impressed because if you look at their league positions, it was always 6th or 7th or something.
Yeah, but you can't say that when they go and win the Champions League, man.
I know, but like you look at that, you're not the best in your league.
That is something you can't say but to. They've gone and won the Champions League. You can't question anything else about this.
No, I get it, but Man City have won the league and won Champions League.
Yeah, no, but Samir, they've won the Champions League. It's the biggest competition to win in Europe. It doesn't matter what else they do in that season. They won the Champions League. Like you cannot question that season whatsoever. It's just
no. You don't question it to a point. Of course, come on.
You can't question it at all.
Nah, man, you can, man. You can if you finish 7th, you win Champions League.
No. There's no questions asked when you win the Champions League. It's just shut up and deal with it. Like get on.
Can't they finish 14th as well, Chelsea, this season? I'm sure.
Yeah, they can. Yeah, Chelsea could finish 14th.
That
brilliant graphic that Sky had done. Let me see if I can find it. Sky.
That is scandalous. 14th.
This team.
Whilst Mitch gets that, Jack, can you give us any inside tips on Salford? Is that worth putting some?
Don't give up yet, man. We got Chelsea tomorrow.
My dad's going to go. My brother is also going to be there, and my nephews. Following Salford as they have done for a few years now. 7 minutes. So I hope they win for their sake. I think Notts County have had themselves dick teased for countless seasons now, aren't they? Really. So I think that is just a very level game. I think the difference is Salford have got Kelly and Mai back and fit again, and he's actually a legitimately very, very good striker.
Ray just got Polax.
Did you see that? Yeah.
Did you see that? Oh, that one. Hey. The FA, if anybody at the FA is watching, send me the fine for Fleming's yellow card. I don't pay some of my own, but I'll pay that one.
That was so freaking funny.
Hey, that's fantastic. Well played, that lad.
My claret and blue brethren.
Love it. So this is the graphic I was talking about. I actually think this is the one that's slightly wrong. This was the one from earlier in the day. And there was one later on that was actually more accurate because a couple of I know Newcastle factually can still finish 8th. So yeah, this one is slightly wrong.
2 points behind Sunderland,
yeah. This was the one before the Newcastle game yesterday, but they did do a revised one that was accurate.
Yeah.
Because this had me double checking, triple checking, quadruple checking my maths. Because I was like, I've done these maths today. Why is your graphic telling me I'm wrong? My maths is correct. I know it is. So, yeah.
So Notts Forest could finish level with Chelsea.
Notts Forest?
Yeah,
oh, yeah, they could, yeah.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, it's mad. It's just crazy how that middle group is so swayed. Even from like Bournemouth down, the amount of positions you can see change over one game left is just pure mind games.
But I thought Liverpool can't. Oh no, so in theory, because of the goal difference, they could win 20-0 and Villa lose. Whatever it is.
Alonso wants them to
I've not
finish.
seen the table.
Alonso wants them to finish in 13th because then it look really good when he takes them up the table next year.
Mm.
And I'm guessing he probably was thinking, you know what, if I haven't got Europe, I can just charge at the Premier League.
Yeah, proper.
Yeah.
It's just a shame that his squad is dog shit.
Yeah, it is a big shame. But they're probably going to throw money at it. Let's quickly run through these. I was hoping to have a little bit more time on these because obviously the last two involve teams that the Owls support. But Notts County, Salford. Just a quick note from last week that both John and Stocky got their predictions wrong. So,
I was just sticking with my one at the beginning of the season. That's all.
Yeah, and it was wrong. So
it's wrong.
Just
Sorry.
Well,
Samir, quiet, man. What on earth?
Me right now.
Yeah, you made a prediction on the show that was wrong before the show finished. You can't speak. I just won't allow it.
That's why I was sorry I had to jump on tonight, man.
So on this one, it's Samir and Jack both had Salford, and I'm.
Oh, is it? Wait, I'm back in the game.
I picked Notts County for this one.
I'm back in the game.
Yeah, only for this one because we picked them last week. Samir, there was only 4 teams left.
Samir, I want you to send a personal apology to my brother and my nephews. Then, if you.
You know what?
I'm about to tell them. Cancel the hotel. Don't.
They'll be disqualified before the show's over.
Jack, so I'm gonna have to send one to you.
Breaking news: Salford have been spied as well.
Come on, the Trotters.
Here we go. Yes.
Biggest game.
Bolton down at Wembley Sunday. Watch out, London. Big JV is coming to town.
There we go.
Also, watch out, Essex, because he'll be about as well the couple of days beforehand. JV's about. We've all gone Bolton for this because that's how we run it on the hours. We back.
Oh boy.
The teams. Whoa. Samir, you said that with way too much chest considering you've got Millwall in the next one.
Are we going to go with the next one?
Well, he doesn't have Millwall in the next one, does he?
Well, you had Millwall in the next one. So, yeah, Jack, over to you. Use up as much time as you want. Bolton at Wembley, Stockport. Bit of a local-ish derby as well.
Very
How you feeling?
Yeah. I'm not too nervous yet. As you said, I'm going down to Essex for a few nights before, so it's like when footballers just, have that pre-match warm-up on the opposition's pitch, isn't it? Just getting myself acclimatised, getting used to the temperature, different water down there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Been to Wembley 4 times, won twice. Won once. Obviously not won any more than that. So yeah, I'm positive. I am positive. I think we're a very good team. I think we'll be better at a place like Wembley. Stockport finished above us in the league, only a few points, not that much in it. Unfortunately, they do have our number, though. We've really struggled over them over the years, no matter what division they've been in. So yeah, I'm confident. I think we'll win, but we'll see. We'll see, won't we? This time next week, if I'm here, we won.
Whoa! Wait, you're actually going to be sober and legible to come on the show if you win.
I didn't say you were going to let me in. I just said I'd be there. Yeah. I'm like Bournemouth in the Champions League. I deserve to be there, but it's whether I get let in, isn't it? I've been crippling financial issues. Yeah, I'm very likely.
Oh, yeah, it'll definitely be that, mate.
I think Stockport are a good team, though. Very good team, very good manager. Stockport's manager, I've said it a few times on here, has never not been promoted in his second season with them.
What, is he fucking Ange Postecoglou? What's going on here?
He is a good manager. They are a good team. They're having a bit of a defensive issue at the moment. It's worked out okay-ish for them. Obviously, them playing their star striker at centre-back. They're now probably in the zone that, do you want that against our team at Wembley? No. But do you want to mess it about and bring someone in that's not been playing there the last few weeks? Probably no. So, yeah, bit of bad luck at the moment. But as I reported live from the Tib Street Tavern on Thursday night, the Stockport County team was all in there. Anyone wants to chat shit about that? Wrong. Every single fucker was in there. Every single one. And they wanted Bradford to win. They wanted Bradford to win. Bradford scored to make it 1-0 on accurate. Sorry, 1-1 on accurate. They fucking cheered. Just like I did when it was ruled out 2 minutes later, and just like I did, 2 seconds later, just like I did 2 minutes later, when we put the game to fucking bed. And when I went down, there wasn't even a little pot of Dominoes, which because they all brought that in as well, which is wrong. Wasn't even a little pot knocking about. They cleaned it all up and fucked off. So fair play to them. They didn't break the curfew. I ain't going to grass them up. But they wanted Bradford. So there you go.
There you go.
Yeah,
They
right.
wanted Bradford. They got Bolton. Game on Sunday, 1 p.m. Let's fucking have it.
It's shit kick-off time as well. That's wrong. That. Institutionally wrong.
Yeah,
Yeah.
totally agree.
I mean, it could have had it on a Saturday, no?
No, because that's
No, because that's the championship final.
yeah.
Oh, is it? Yeah. Oh.
Yeah. Sorry, the championship final takes precedence. I know that doesn't sound good to the guys that are in the.
But it didn't
League
used
One
to.
final.
That used to be the Monday game.
Yeah, it used to be the other way around.
That used to be the Monday game. So they're just chilling. Well,
Running around.
and also we could have had this Saturday because they might not even be fucking playing.
Yeah. Southampton might get moved out. Yeah. So. But onto that whole Southampton. This is why John isn't here. He's currently dressed as a penguin up somewhere in Hull, spying on their training sessions to see what information he can feed back in.
I don't, because don't take that serious.
So here we go. Samir, again, another red in your column. Millwall lost while we was on the show last week when you should have just picked Southampton like the rest of us.
Nah, I didn't want to do that.
So,
Whoever picks, I pick up.
how do we think this is going to go? I'm hoping for a. Do you know what? I'm as much as it'd be good to have Southampton back in the Prem for John's sake. It would also be great if Bolton get promoted, Southampton stay where they are, and then you've got one of West Ham or Tottenham also in that same division.
What?
Oh my God, Samir, that's the most enforced celebration I've ever seen. Can we delete that from the recording afterwards, Mitch?
I could.
God, that's so extra.
I was like, all you needed was your celebration stocks, and we were there. Or you trying to ask a question. The whole thing was there. The one thing I would say about Hull is that it would be a genuine footballing achievement to get up on the basis of their transfer bans, but on the basis that Bolton finished on negative points the last time they had a transfer ban. Stop being perverts, Hull. Do you know what I'm meant to do and just fucking flop it? Yeah? Stop trying to break what happens in life. Yeah, fair play to if you do it, but stop messing about. But I also don't want to be scrapping John on a train when he's, had too many espressos next season. So I hope they go up. And I think from the run they've been on, they've smashed it, haven't they? Really, this season. I mean, they're by far the best team in the Championship this year. So
about what?
Oh yeah, I thought you meant because Millwall get put into the final.
That's brilliant.
By the way, how good is it? You know how they said the Middlesbrough players have been training all week. Imagine they've dragged them in all week, and then they're still going with Southampton, and you've trained.
Yeah, that's amazing. Where you could be on holiday right now.
Yeah.
But jokes aside, though, right? Jokes aside, this game genuinely is still not. No. It's very, very likely it's going to happen because of how seismic it would be. But, it's tomorrow, isn't it? They said a decision will be made on or before 19th, which as soon as anyone says that in any walk of life, it's the 19th, don't you?
Yeah.
But, yeah, it still might not be happening. As to what does happen if it doesn't, it's crazy. But, yeah, mad situation to find themselves in, which will be very, very... Obviously, I want Southampton to win, but categorically, if it is moved or delayed, it's simply not fair on Hull City. I don't give a fuck about Middlesbrough. I really don't care. I don't care about it. They're lost. And actually, arguably Southampton are so bad at cheating that they could have been 6-0 down after the first 45 minutes, nearly 48 hours after this cheating attempt. But be so wrong on Hull City, really would as a football fan, just so not right. But I think Saints are going to do it, aren't they? Let's be honest.
Yeah, I think they are. I think they are. And yeah, get them back into Premier League. So see how that goes from there. Big week ahead. You've got the Wednesday game of Aston Villa, and then you have 3 games over the weekend with after the League One player final games of the Premier League season as well, where all could be decided. Man City drop points tomorrow. Arsenal win the league as they stumble over the line against Burnley tonight. So we'll see how that goes. Big stuff coming on in the Premier League. Anybody want to promote anything before we go?
Our lovely outro.
Please. Yes. Please. On that